I always talk about my location being a very remote place, meaning we don't have any electricity, no power, like nothing of that sort. So even charging our phones, we sometimes depend on this portable solar, which is not even helpful. But you might be wondering how I'm able to run a meat business, cold meat business, whilst in this community. Initially, we didn't have things like that, so when we slaughter, it was a headache for us. We need to go and look for people who have fridges, especially the old cold store owners who are now not operating. But I got to a point that I was disappointed at one point. Somebody who was helping us with the freezer all of a sudden told us that the freezer is spoiled. But I knew he was not telling me the truth. And at that point, we had already slaughtered a very big pig, almost 120 kg live weight. We have already slaughtered that. Now we don't have a place to keep it. And the surprising thing is we were forced to sell this pig. We were forced to sell it in 2 days, the pork. You understand? So when that happened, I said, no, we need to do it properly. If you must run this pork hub or the meat business, you must really think things right and then invest in some infrastructure. But I realized if I want to set up a solar in the community, it's going to take more time before we even begin operations. And we are also still testing to see the market, whether it will even work for us. And if you invest this heavily into this solar and then it doesn't work out, that's a wastage. So the thing we did was that I had to go to the nearby community to look for a room. Yeah, so the room, I went there to ask the landlord I needed a room for myself. Yeah, so I didn't tell him I was even coming to keep a freezer there. So I just told him I needed a room for myself. He said, okay, no problem, he'll give it to me. So later I realized that I bought a freezer and I don't sleep in the room. I only keep my freezer in the room. And then anytime I want to work or operate, I move there, take what we need to sell that day, and then I bring it to my community. So even with that, he questioned me about it. Like, oh, he thought I was going to live in the room. He didn't know I was going to. I said, oh no, I want the freezer to sleep in this room so that the business will run. And this community I'm talking about is 8 kilometers away from where the pork hub is established. You understand? So that means anytime you want to operate, I need to cover some distance before I'm able to bring the meat. That's why I was saying if the meat is not finishing on time, I get scared because it means you have to take it back, which we have already thawed it. So taking thawed meat back into the freezer is not helpful. So I always think, and thank God, always gets finished before we even realize it. So that is it. So I rented a room because of the how we are operating here. I rented a room and then kept a freezer, secured the freezer. And that is, we bought it ourselves. So now it is for us. We kept the freezer in there. So when we slaughter, the very day we slaughter, we package everything and then quickly I move it to the freezer before the next day operations start. Yeah. So let's say we are going to start working tomorrow. We do the slaughtering this evening. Alright, or we do it a day before in the evening. So I take it to the freezer, and sometimes I have to go and even leave. If maybe I get there and I'm tired or exhausted, I have to then stay in that room or sleep in that very room, and then the next morning I'll be able to carry the quantity we need to sell back to the community to start the whole thing. So with that electricity in our place, that's how we are running our pork hub. We started with something very affordable, and then it gave us some headache. We needed to invest in a storage place, so we got a room from a landlord, and then we kept our deep freezer there, which helps us to now not worry too much about how we can sell our meat. Alright, but the only thing is also that anytime there's low, how do you even call it, there's short circuit, right? Like the power becomes so low that we call it low current. So when it happens that way, our meat becomes some way, you understand, because the meat starts to melt, like the ice on the meat starts to melt. So that is also another challenge we are facing, because the power in this place is very poor, and if you overstock, you might end up wasting the meat, because if you take it out and the meat is not that good, you can't sell. You'll be forced to discard or just bury them somehow, which will be a loss. So that is also one of the challenges we are facing, but I'm sure gradually we will go through it. And because of that, we don't stock too much. That's why every week we try as much as possible to just keep one pig inside the freezer, okay, so that we don't we'll risk, especially if that animal is not from our farm. So we don't risk paying extra for that. So anyway, that is it for how we store our meat and then how we go about everything that we do. And thank God it's working.